Hello everybody, welcome to my workshop. I'm gonna go over a problem that faces most of us that work on vintage electronics, collect electronics, TVs, radios, computers, whatever. And that is, well, we end up running out of space. This is my current workshop area. This is my workbench, and the current project I just drug home, which was a GE VR2 set, is sitting there. Still have the cleaning materials because I had to clean it greatly, but this is a problem, and this is kind of inspired by another YouTube user, Radio TV Phononut. We all have this problem. We end up running out of space. You'll see a couple towels here. Well, what's under these towels is stuff like this. Sony video monitor, prime image, time-based corrector, and a Commodore Amiga 2500 computer video toaster system from the 90s. This is my analog video edit suite, which is currently being worked on. It's Betacam SP based, and I'm working on this the recorder right now because the mod board, which happens to be laying right here, is having some issues, and working on that. Just got this done. It's a little hard to see, but that's an RCA TK86 3-Pumbacan camera. Just got that working properly with the help from a longtime friend, and he's a camera collector. He collects cameras because he, well, worked for ABC, still does, but it's a good camera. Got it looking fairly good for a 1981 camera. I promise I will get back to this Philco soon. Right now it's having a high voltage issue. I'm getting some ideas of what could be causing that. It has no high voltage, but I'll be getting back to that. Other projects, yes, it is a mess. This is a HP 9825, an AT&T PC6300. The Apple III you've seen me working on and off. That's a DEX server. I mean, it's a mess. And that's one of my problems. I gotta clean up some of the mess. Parts, test equipment, more parts, drives, toner cartridges, a tape baking, convection oven, and this is just down here. 1 second, I'll show you some more. Oh yeah, there's a couple things. Gloves, because chemical gloves, because I was going to be working on the Wurlitzer down here, but I've thought better of that idea. The DXC 1600, Sony monitor, piles of stuff. Video pattern test generator. I'll have to do a video on that because that thing's pretty neat. Let me go to the other room. I don't know how many of you have old houses, but our house is 1891. This basement was put in 1941. This is what we call in the Midwest a root cellar. Root cellar or fruit cellar. We affectionately call this our spider room because it's pretty full of spiders and creepy crawlies and other nasties, but we were just cleaning down here. A couple more TVs, RCA Color Track that used to be my grandparents' bedroom TV. It doesn't power on at all. Back end of a Zenith Space Command, the Space Phone, 19-inch System 3 set. Has a power supply issue. An iMac G5 that has a motherboard issue. Might just work on that. You can't even see that. That's a Sony BVM 1210 super fine pitch monitor that has horizontal issues. A Blonder Tongue Agile processor, which takes in one input on one channel and shoves it out on another. Some TIAD Techniques cassette deck, and the Sony KB1951. So yeah, this has become a storage area too. Oh, a PowerMac 8500. Let's go to the third area. Oh, while we're still down here, I figured I'd show you our little TV distribution and antenna. We only use over the air here, and this is the VHF UHF distribution amplifier, and it's got a mast mount amplifier. This antenna is actually up in our attic. There's two antennas up there. One's aimed at split between Youngstown and Salem, so I can get those channels. The other one's split between Steubenville and Pittsburgh, so I can get all those channels. Welcome to my third area. This is a room off of our attic, and it's where I tend to work on computers. Here's the first computer I ever had, a real computer, which is my Apple IIgs, MIDI keyboard for it, bunch of floppy disks. I am actually working on cleaning this area up. Couple vintage computers here, a Mac 2 over there, hooked up to that 19-inch Sony Trinitron monitor. And the Mac 2 has lots of stuff. It has a Mac 286 card, which is why it's got this 3.5-inch, 5.25 floppy drive. As you see, there's a switch box. That's a serial switch box. I have a terminal program running on here, and it actually runs the terminal program to be a terminal for my Unix systems here. A Sunfire 280R. This little Spark box, which I cannot get to recognize a CD-ROM drive for whatever reason. And then it's even more of a mess up here now because we're doing holiday decorating, so we got boxes all over the place. My AT&T 3B2 310, Sony video floppy recorder, cool Motorola modem, Universal Radio RIDI CW decoder that actually uses a video terminal and a printer, old AT&T Bell Western Electric 2500. This computer does work too. It's kind of buried here on the desk, but it's TI-99/4A with expansion and a Sony Trinitron monitor receiver from the early 70s. Another vintage Mac, Mac 2CI. This system actually does work. So while these discs and everything are laying here, I was actually archiving stuff. Got piles of, and organizing floppy disks, finding out what worked, what didn't work, reading stuff off of the disks and putting them on the hard drive here. A 19-inch Trinitron monitor, and ADB extended 2 keyboard, CD-ROM drive, film scanner, and magneto-optical drive. Magneto-optical drive uses just like this. And that system actually works, as does the TI. But this is the overview. Well, you've seen that before. That's my other side, but that's my VVH7 BVH500A software manuals for the AT&T and a deck printer. Old Go Video VCR. Supposed to copy any tape, but won't copy Disney, which is the whole reason I bought it at a garage sale for $5. So I could copy some of my niece's Disney stuff, since their tapes and discs are so damn expensive. Nice sewing monitor that it's got RGB input. I am going to convert it to use on the 2GS. Under there's a Commodore 128 with its drives. I am going to do a video on that little Mega Watchman. That's a little neat TV. Yes, this is an overview of my stuff. There's not too much out in the garage right now, just 2 cabinets for radios, but thought you might like to see a disaster. It needs to be worked on, but hope you enjoyed it.